Hey, what's up, Internet? Chris Krug, and I'm sitting here with the co-chair of the C100, Katherine Barr. How's it going?
It's going awesome.
Excellent. Katherine just helped us to moderate and MC our CEO Summit here in the Silicon Valley at Google HQ. How's it been going?
Oh, amazingly well. This is the biggest, most impactful, I hope, CEO Summit we've put together so far in the history of C100. We had some major CEOs from very large companies in Canada come down, as well as our emerging CEOs.
Some of the largest, actually.
Some of the largest,
yeah.
like Magna. As well as the emerging CEOs who have revenues in excess of $10 million. So we're just super excited.
Yeah, in terms of the emerging ones, I mean, we really had the who's who. We had folks from Shopify here. We had folks from Hootsuite here, and Build Direct, and just a lot of companies that people are excited about.
Absolutely, Beyond the Rack too, yeah.
Awesome. So tell me a little bit more about your role in C100.
I was part of the founding team about 5.5 years ago or so, and I'm now co-chair. So our whole mission of the organization is to help to support and accelerate the next generation of Canadian tech entrepreneurs building multi-billion-dollar companies. And like the Wayne Gretzky quote goes, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So that really is our core mission, to work with these guys to kick ass.
Yep, and so that looks like on the smaller emerging companies, we have a different event called 48 Hours where a bunch of people pitch and the best companies get selected and they come down here. Folks like you, you're a managing partner at Mohr Davidow, one of the big firms down here.
That's right.
And so we take them up and down Sand Hill Road, we take them and introduce them to other people who've had big wins and just try to imbue them with the skills and kind of mentality that it takes to win big, right?
That's right, you say it better than I do.
Well, I've been trained by you and your team now for a while. I mean, we've been doing this for 4 or 5 years now. We've seen a lot of really cool companies come through. Awesome. So tell me a little bit more about some of the companies that you see here.
Oh, some of the companies we see here, I mean, a lot of the companies, they don't just have the $10 million of revenue, they have $100 million of revenue or greater. So these guys, the focus of today was to really help them with not just getting their companies off the ground, but how do you scale? What are the key points and problems to scaling? So we had Jeff Mohr, who wrote Crossing the Chasm, we had Richard Frankel.
That was pretty cool to see Jeff Mohr at Google HQ. I mean, it's like a business school person's dream or something like that.
Absolutely. Business School 101. It was awesome to have him here, and he was excited to be here. And Richard Frankel from Rocket Fuel talked about the pre-IPO and post-IPO journey, so it's a pretty rare, candid view into that world for these guys. So.
Yeah. I know that we try to imbue these guys with kind of Silicon Valley ethos and skills to take back to Canada. What are those kind of like philosophies and kind of ways of operating in the world that you think are important for Canadian companies to come down here and learn and observe and absorb?
Yeah, well, we see ourselves as a bridge between Silicon Valley and Canada, and I think there's a whole new generation of entrepreneurs who are thinking just like we do here in Silicon Valley. It's think big, be aggressive, be bold, take risks, learn from your failure, work together, build an ecosystem around you, bring in folks who are better than you at certain functional areas in your companies. And those are some of the key themes that I see entrepreneurs across Canada doing now. It's awesome.
Well, it's so cool. You're like, I'm sure this embarrassed you a little bit. You're a power player down here in the Valley, and I've seen you take so many people under your wing and just help them out of the, like, pretty much like goodness of your heart. I mean, I know that you got stakes in some things along the way, but there's tons that you don't, and it's just a real like open door for folks to come in, learn what the Valley's about, get shown around, and so appreciate what you guys are up to and having me along for the journey.
Thanks for your support, Chris.
Cool. Katherine Barr and Chris Krug signing off from Google HQ C100 CEO Summit. Over and out, Internet.